What is up, Vapesters? Welcome back. I am Rob, the UK Vapester, and today we're going to be taking a look at the RUBI by KandyPens. Now, the RUBI is a premium pod system, and we're going to get into all of that a bit later on, but right now, let's take a closer look at the packaging to show you guys every single thing you get when you buy this from new.
Inside lane, missing exits, I'm glued to the pavement, between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead, as the last stop flies by.
So here's a look at the pod battery. We're going to start this review at the top and work our way down. I also just wanted to mention that it's got a matted metallic finish, which looks really nice. And then at the top, this is where we put in our pod, and you can see the little connections there. Moving down, we have the airflow, little holes either side. Moving further down, we have an LED light indicator. When this lights up white, it means that it's got a full battery or enough battery. When it goes to a red light, that means that it's got low battery, and then when it flashes red, that means it has no battery left. And when charging, it'll charge with a red light, and then when it's fully charged, it'll go white. Now moving down, we have the USB charging port. Pretty standard stuff on the bottom. And finally at the back, we have RUBI engraved. And you can just tell the whole way through, this is really high quality. And here is a closer look at the pod itself. We're going to start this review at the top and work our way down. So at the top, this is our mouthpiece. It's very comfortable, and as you can see, we've got a hole in the middle for airflow. Moving down, we have our filling slot, and if you remember, we've given this little cap in the packaging, which comes separate, which you need to unpack. Then you need to just pop this in. It can be a little bit tricky, but once it's in, it's definitely in there, and there's no leaking whatsoever. I haven't experienced any leaking whatsoever, so it does work well. If you want to move it, you just need to pinch it, pop it out, fill it up. The hole is actually a decent size to fit most drippers or squirty bottles, so I haven't necessarily had any problems. What I do advise doing is turning it upside down, putting it to the side, and then filling up like this, because there's a lot less air to actually like push out or basically escape in the proper way. If you do fill it up like this or necessarily like this, you'll have an air bubble, and it's a little bit hard, a little bit trickier. The capacity is 1 mil, which isn't the biggest, but for a pod system, it's more on the larger size. And then at the bottom, we have our connecting pins. As you can see, there's little connections right here. And that's pretty much the pod. And now guys, vape time. So the battery is fully charged, the pod system is installed with e-liquid, and there's nothing else to adjust. The airflow is fixed, and also the wattage is fixed, so we just need to vape on it. But before we do, I just wanted to show you guys the brand new range of RUBI salts, also released by KandyPens. So they sent me 3 flavors. One of them is mango monkey, the other is strawberry custard, and the third one is cool watermelon. Now, I've got to say that the strawberry custard is my favorite. The only issue I had with this is the lowest nicotine they sell it in, because it's nic salts, is 50 milligram. So I'm used to having 0 to 3 milligram, and having 50 is a bit of a kick. But it is supposed to have a high nicotine level, so you only vape on it a few times a day, not as much as you usually would, so it lasts you a lot longer. But anyways, guys, let's vape on it and see what we get. Okay, so the flavor is decent, especially for a pod system. I want to say it's just above average. I want to say it's on par with the JUUL, if not a little bit better flavor than the JUUL, but it's marginal. Very close to the JUUL in a lot of ways with the airflow, how restrictive it is. It's definitely a mouth to lung. You can't get a direct lung from this, I don't think, at all really. All round, the flavor's good. The vapor production is also quite impressive for how small of a pod system this is. And yeah, really impressed. And now I just wanted to say a few thank yous. So firstly, a massive thank you to KandyPens for sending me this free for the purpose of review. If you guys want to check out more information about this or the other pod systems or pens, there's links down below. I also want to say a massive thank you to my patrons once again for sponsoring me, helping the channel and helping me personally. I'll list your names above me right now. Thank you so much, and don't forget I do a monthly giveaway on Patreon. If you want to also help me out and also join the giveaway, there's a link down below. And finally guys, pros, cons, and my final thoughts. Before we get into that though, I just want to compare this bad boy to the JUUL because I personally think this is better. I want to show you a side-by-side comparison of stats just to prove my point. So firstly, with the Ruby, it has an internal battery of 280 mAh, so not a massive battery, but compared to the JUUL's 200 mAh battery, it's definitely more and quite a considerable amount more. Also with size, they're practically the same size, so I'm going to rule that out. Next, with capacity of the pods and e-liquid capacity, the Ruby has a 1 ml capacity, so once again, not massive, but the JUUL has a 0.7 ml capacity, so you get more battery life and more e-liquid out of this bad boy. And the final selling point for me personally, I found online that the JUUL has a warranty between 1 and 2 years, depending on what model you buy and what package you buy, so from 1 to 2. This has a lifetime warranty. Of course not the pods, but the battery has a lifetime warranty, which is just insane. It's a massive statement just to show you how much quality is being put into this bad boy and how much faith they have in this product. So now pros, cons, and my final thoughts. So let's start with pros. The first one is the flavour is slightly better than most pod systems on the market, so that has to be a pro. It also does a pretty good job of chucking clouds for such a small system. It has a bigger internal battery and capacity compared to other pod systems also on the market, so it's ticking all the boxes. The biggest pro in my opinion is the build quality and the fact they offer a lifetime warranty. That is insane. Massive testament just to show you the build quality of this is just incredible, so well made, and also the fact that they're willing to put a lifetime warranty backing this product just shows you how confident they are that this will actually last a very long time. So they're massive positives. The only real negative that comes with all them positives is the cost. So this is more expensive than the average pod system. This is around $50, $50. So compared to the JUUL, which is around about, I've seen it for like 25 to about 40. Let's say about 35 is the average. It's $15 cheaper to buy the JUUL. But what moves me or sways me to thinking this is better all round, not simply just because all the stats prove that it's better, but also the fact that with the lifetime warranty, if I broke the JUUL after 2 years and still wanted to use it, I'd have to go buy another one, which means that's $70, where this, if it broke, I have a lifetime warranty, so it doesn't matter. I've got that confidence that it will last me a very long time, and even if it doesn't, I'll get a replacement. So you just can't put really a price on that, and for $50, I still think it's a really, really good purchase. There's my final thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I'll see you guys next time.